Practical Way of Living Class Part 3, the other side of you that you don't see. Hello, I'm German Man. When you're hungry, you want to eat and you eat. You go to sleep when you feel sleepy. If you want to go to the toilet though. If you want to sit. Walk if you want to walk. Yet you don't go and look into the world of your mind. Your thoughts, your consciousness. That's not true. I'm staring at myself. There is a world of shadows that you cannot see. I ask my friends, acquaintances and family, why do you only do things that interest you? Isn't it your responsibility to take an interest in and research, and think about the things that are truly important? Why don't you acquire the skills you need? Isn't that irresponsible? Why don't you recognize and acknowledge your own immaturity, bad character and shortcomings? Correct them and develop a decent, correct personality? You have many desires and aspirations, such as you want to own a house, you want to own a car, you want to play games, you want to earn more money, you want to make more friends, you want to attract the opposite sex. The items desired vary slightly from person to person. There are also those who say, I don't need any more money, I just want to be free from the business of work. There are many different people with many different hopes and desires. There is a person who is mentioned many times. The person graduated from a famous university and has several highly difficult national qualifications. Also good at martial arts and sports. He has a 4th dan in karate, a 3rd dan in kendo, and a 3rd dan in aikido, and has many hobbies. And he works for a huge company. He earns a high salary, but he's still worried. He is hated by his boss and is mean to him. Other than that, the trauma of his school days come back to him. Apparently, he wasn't bullied when he was a student. However, he has fainted 3 times during judo, and that has left him traumatized. If you do judo, that's normal. He says the only trauma he has ever experienced was when he fainted during a judo session in high school. However, I think that he just doesn't realize it. But there's been a shadow in his heart since he was a child, waiting for him to look after him and free him from his loneliness. My thoughts are as follows. By reducing the qualifications, work ability, income, and multiple martial arts qualifications that he has worked hard to build up throughout his life, he will be able to focus on what is necessary. His work ability, his income, and his multiple martial arts qualifications. He has many enviable qualities, and should be very happy. He didn't know what the most important ability was, and so he grew branches and fruits. Even if we are blessed with status, honor, qualifications, and income, he lives with suffering and a sense of emptiness. He didn't look at himself, the people who is most important to him, and nurture himself without developing an important personality, character, and heart. He was a lights in kindergarten. He was a lights in elementary school. He was a lights in junior high school. He was a lights in high school. He was a lights in college. When I talk to him, I don't feel like he's an empty person. He also has more ideas, philosophies, and religious views than average. He is knowledgeable about politics and economics, is intelligent, and has a kind and caring personality. However, he did not start from the ordinary self-creation and live as a companion with himself, exchanging hearts with him. The self that should be sitting at the center of the mandala was not sitting there. He continued to shape the external conditions under which he would be happy, but he never developed an internal happy self. There is a man who has become an adult without forming an essential existence. If he could retire early to a small, sparsely populated island, feel like a kindergartner or elementary school student again, and form his own identity in nature, his emptiness would disappear. Some people are the type who only think about themselves, those who do not develop themselves but only create and prepare. The conditions have also not nurtured the self that is the center. Someone who is considerate, smart, and kind, but has no sense of self. There are also people who are selfish and inconsiderate, have no kindness, and only enjoy doing what they want. They suffer because they are not growing themselves from the inside out in their soul and heart. Even if you are a child now, even if you are in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, or 80s, please form your soul, mind, and center. Just as you eat when you are hungry, you should have the same desire to know and correct the flaws in your mind, personality, and character. The things you most desire are buried in the shadow world of your mind, a place you have no interest in. Dig up the zombies buried within you that are tormenting you, and help them attain nirvana. Shape the you that shines in the shadow world of your unfocused heart. There are many types of people, from popular, but empty, to disliked and empty. But become someone who has nurtured, trained, and grown their core self. True happiness for individuals and for society as a whole can be achieved by living a life that warms and nourishes each and every person from their core. What do you think? Let me know your opinion. See you next time. Bye.